Hello dear students, welcome to the course of Engineering Thermodynamics. Myself Mihir Mistry, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. So today we are going to continue our session on gas power cycle, and in previous lecture also we have seen some comparison. So in today's lecture also we will see comparison of auto, diesel and dual cycle. So among that, the very first is comparison on the basis of efficiency and compression ratio. So as you can see on the diagram that y-axis is having efficiency and x-axis is having compression ratio. So here auto cycle, diesel cycle and dual cycle are plotted, and here given cutoff ratio for diesel and dual cycle is 2. Here rho is written, that rho is nothing but cutoff ratio. Some author refer it as rho, cutoff ratio, and some refer it as R subscript C, right? So you can refer any of that. So here but obvious and very first thing is that if you increase the compression ratio for either auto cycle or dual cycle or diesel cycle, so the efficiency will increase with increase in compression ratio. So here you can see if you are increasing the compression ratio, then obviously the efficiency will also increase. So that is very first observation. Now another and second observation is, let us say for example we are taking compression ratio of 12, right, common compression ratio of 12, and we are drawing a vertical line like this, right? So if we are drawing a vertical line like this, then what will happen? Consider that the same compression ratio is there for auto, diesel and dual, all three cycles. So now you will appreciate that if the compression ratio is same, then auto cycle will have higher efficiency than dual cycle, and dual cycle will have higher efficiency than diesel cycle, right? So that is clearly visible from this diagram. Although you might see and observe the fact that practically the compression ratio range of auto cycle and diesel cycle are different, so it is difficult to have same compression ratio in auto and diesel cycle. But for comparison perspective, this can be done, right? So for same compression ratio, auto cycle will have higher efficiency than dual cycle, and it will have higher efficiency than diesel cycle. Okay, so that is the first case. Second case is for same compression ratio and heat input, right? So before understanding the same compression ratio and heat input, let us identify the diagram. So as you can see, PV and TS diagram is plotted over here. Now let us identify the cycles. So as you can see, cycle 1, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, right? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So this is nothing but auto cycle, right? Because in auto cycle constant volume heat addition and constant volume heat rejection takes place. Same way, next is cycle 1, 2, right, 3 dash, sorry, 3 double dash, 3 double dash and 4 double dash, right? So this is nothing but diesel cycle, right? Same way for PV diagram, let us identify dual cycle. So 1 again, right, dual cycle 1 again, then 2, then 2 dash, right, then 3 dash and then 4 dash, right? So here consider that 2 is also written, 2 is not written over here, but 1, 2, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash, that is the dual cycle, right? Same way we can also identify the same cycles on TS diagram also, right? So just identify. So here you can see 1, 2, right, 3, that is over here, and 4, right? So that is auto cycle, right? Next is diesel cycle. So 1, 2, then 3 double dash and 4 double dash, right? So this is diesel cycle. And for dual cycle 1, 2, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash. So that is what dual cycle. So this is how you can identify that dual cycle, diesel cycle and auto cycle on the diagram, right? Now let us understand the condition which is given, that is same compression ratio and heat input, right? So now let us first of all compression ratio. What do you mean by compression ratio? So that is nothing but ratio of V1 divided by V2. So let us consider this is the compression ratio. So this is the V1 and this is the V2, right? In another way, maximum volume divided by minimum volume. So if you observe, then for all three cycles, that is auto, diesel and dual, the compression ratio will remain same, because for all three cycles this value V1 and V2 will be unchanged, right, will remain unchanged. So that is why for all three cycles the compression ratio will remain same. Now same heat input is also there, right? So now for heat input, let us understand the TS diagram. So as you can see on the TS diagram, now what will happen? So heat addition is in which process? So particularly let us say diesel, this is the diesel cycle. So in this diesel cycle, heat is added at process 2 to 3 dash. Pardon, the diesel, in the diesel cycle the heat is added at portion or process 2 to 3 double dash, right? 2 to 3 double dash, that is the heat addition, right? Further, for dual cycle the heat is added at 2 dash and 3 dash process, and for Otto cycle the heat is added between 2 to 3, right? So these are the processes. Now question might arise in your mind, sir, how this heat input is same? So simple, as I have told you that from on TS diagram, if you draw any curvature, then the curvature under the area under the curvature will represent what? The heat transfer in the TS diagram, right? So here also what will happen, let us say if we consider this much area, right, the area which is highlighted by this hatch portion, right? So this much area will be nothing but the heat added during diesel cycle, right? That you can appreciate, right? Now just understand one thing. Now what will happen? Now heat added during dual cycle is how much? So this much. I am highlighting it by green color. Dual cycle, right? For diesel cycle I have used red color. For dual cycle I have used green color, right? So this is the heat added during dual cycle, the whole area under the curvature of 2 dash and 3 dash, right? Further, for Otto cycle, let us use one more color so it will be easy to understand, right? So for that we will use blue color. So for Otto cycle, this will be the heat added, right, portion. So I am again denoting it by a blue color. So this will be the heat added during the Otto cycle, right, identified by blue color. Now you just think, our definition is what? Area under the curvature drawn on TS diagram will represent the heat transfer. Now the thing that is important to understand is simple. See here, in case of diesel cycle compared to dual cycle, this much heat is added extra, right? See, this much heat is added extra, right? In case of diesel cycle, this much heat, this whole portion, right? Consider it that I have covered all this area, right? So this much heat is added extra in case of diesel cycle. Now from the diagram, if you want to take same heat supplied, so now just understand that in dual cycle the heat added is this much. So now what will happen? Simple, just try to understand it and try to visualize it. It is assumed that students, just observe this, that it is assumed that this yellow portion, which is what? This yellow portion, which is what? Extra heat supplied during diesel cycle. So the area of this portion, this rectangle, is equivalent to area of this yellow portion. Okay, so that is the assumption that you have to consider. Okay, so that means what? If the area of this and this portion, that yellow highlighted area, are same, that means what? That means that dual cycle and diesel cycle both are having same heat addition. Okay, so that is what you have to consider. Okay, same way the case for Otto cycle also. Okay, so that is how you shall appreciate from the diagram that the same heat is added. It is not written anywhere in the book, so just understand it carefully. Okay, so that is how the same heat input is taken. Now heat input is same, right? So our efficiency equation is what? 1 minus heat rejected divided by heat supplied, right? So in this equation, if the heat supplied is same, then if the higher the heat rejection, if this quantity is higher, QR is higher, then what will happen? This whole quantity, this whole ratio will get higher. If the whole ratio is higher, then this efficiency will what? Decrease. So higher the heat rejection, lower the efficiency. So now let us identify that in case of diesel cycle, which cycle is having higher heat rejection. So you shall appreciate that the heat rejection process is nothing but 4-1 or 4-1 or 4-1 in case of diesel, dual and Otto cycle respectively, right? So now in case of diesel cycle, this much area is the heat rejection area, see, right? Because I have already told you, right, that the curvature drawn on TS diagram and area under that curvature will give you what? Heat transfer. So this whole area is what? Heat rejection during diesel cycle, right? So compared to that, dual cycle will have less heat rejection, right? So let us identify it by another color. So for dual cycle, the heat rejection will be like this, right? This will be the area for heat rejection in case of dual cycle, right? This whole area, okay? So this is the heat rejection for dual cycle, and for Otto cycle the heat rejection area is least, right? So for Otto cycle this will be the area of heat rejection, right? So this is the least heat rejection. That means what? What is our convention? Our convention is that if heat rejection is higher, then lowest will be the efficiency. That means what? We have diesel cycle having highest rejection heat. So diesel cycle will have least efficiency. Compared to that, dual cycle will have higher efficiency. Compared to that, Otto cycle will have highest efficiency. So you can write that Q41 the heat rejection phenomena is represented over here using this equation, right? That this equation is nothing but the representation of color, right? So we can write finally that the efficiency of Otto cycle will be greater than efficiency of dual cycle, and which is greater than efficiency of diesel cycle, right? So this is the comparison that you can appreciate, okay? Further, the last case for constant maximum pressure and heat supplied. Now constant maximum pressure and heat supply, so here we have taken only two cycles, that is Otto cycle and diesel cycle, right? And it is assumed that the behavior of dual cycle will be intermediate between Otto and diesel cycle, okay? So that is the assumption. So now Otto cycle, let us identify the cycle first. So process number 1, then 2 dash, then 3 dash, then 4 dash, right? So this is nothing but Otto cycle. Same way on TS diagram, 1, 2 dash, 3 dash and 4 dash, right? So that is the Otto cycle. Same way diesel cycle. So for diesel cycle, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. Same way here, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. So that is the diesel cycle, right? So this is how you can easily identify. This is the diesel cycle. See here, this is the diesel cycle on the TS diagram, and this is the diesel cycle on PV diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, right? Now maximum pressure, constant maximum pressure, right? So for that condition, let us understand, as you can see over here. So here you can see that for Otto cycle as well as for diesel cycle, the maximum pressure is same, because for Otto cycle the maximum pressure is 3 dash, right, this point, and for diesel cycle the maximum pressure is either 2 or 3. So as you can see, the 2 and 3 dash is having horizontal line, right? So 2 and 3 dash pressure is nothing but same. So this is called as same maximum constant pressure, right? So that is the given condition. And another condition is what? Heat supplied, same heat supplied. So for heat supplied, as you can see, heat addition is taking place in case of Otto cycle in process 2 dash to 3 dash, and heat addition in case of diesel cycle is taking place in case of diesel cycle is taking place at 2 to 3. Now you might be wondering, sir, how this area is same? So simple, see, for Otto cycle the curvature is this one, right? So area under this curvature will give us the heat supplied, and for our diesel cycle the curvature is this one, right, this much. So area under this curvature will give us what? Heat supplied during diesel cycle. So now what will happen? See, These both area are different obviously from the diagram. So as per the previous case understanding, what will happen, see, this much area which is highlighted by yellow color, consider that this whole area is filled within also. That means this portion is also filled, right? This portion is also filled. Okay, so this much area is equivalent to this area. See, this much area. Okay, so that is also an assumption that you have to consider. So if these both area are same, then you can take that heat supplied is same, right? So that is the consideration that you have to take care in mind. So heat supplied is same. Okay, now our efficiency equation is what? Eta is equal to 1 minus heat rejected by heat supplied. Now from that equation, now you can easily say that if heat supplied is same, then higher the heat rejection, lower will be the efficiency. Now heat rejection is higher in which case? Just identify that. So as you can see, in case of Otto cycle, this is the heat rejection process 4-1. So area under that curvature, so this will be the area under that curvature. So this area is higher than the area compared to the diesel cycle, because in case of diesel cycle the area or the curvature of heat rejection is this much only. So in case of diesel cycle, this much amount of heat will be rejected. So obviously diesel cycle is having less heat rejection and Otto cycle is having higher heat rejection. So Otto cycle will have less efficiency and diesel cycle will have more efficiency. And it is assumed that the dual cycle will be having efficiency in between diesel and Otto. So finally you can write diesel cycle efficiency is highest compared to dual cycle, and dual cycle efficiency is higher compared to Otto cycle, right? So any of these 5 comparison can be asked in your examination for 1 mark also, or for detailed description also, right? So that is all for today. Thank you.